Cleveland, Ohio, is the scene for the Jazz. The 7-foot sniper, Lauri Markkanen, collecting himself as they get fired up for their game against the Cavaliers. Jazz, Cavs, up next. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Keontae George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's George, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Garland, no good. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by Mitchell, and it's Markkanen, top of the key. On the wing, Markkanen. In the corner, George with it. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And it's good for 2.
Well, we know Markkanen can face up and make shots, but I love when he mixes it up on the interior. That's really good touch.
Here's Garland. Mitchell outside. Pass to Mobley. And here is Garland. Back to Mobley. And he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan. Mobley, go get it.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Now, here is George. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Mikhailuk. 5 to shoot. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Mitchell looking it over. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Mikhailuk. George with the screen on Allen. Outside, Markkanen. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got 5.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
So it's the Jazz now, after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep.
This guy is known for his rim protection. Jarrett Allen, exceptional defense.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Mikhailuk, shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Mobley. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
Here's Markkanen, the three from short. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
A nice shot by Mobley.
Oh, Evan Mobley dueling from distance, responding with a three of his own.
Utah's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Markkanen finds George. And Utah another three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garland with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Mobley outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the Cavaliers with another three.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Mikhailuk. George looking over the floor. That doesn't go either for George.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. And here's Garland for three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Please welcome to the floor, your
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been draining everything they put up this month. The Cavaliers 4th.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Jazz trail by 3. And here's George. He has 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Mikhailuk. Nurkic a screen on Garland. And here's George for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 3. Spiked it away. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Outside Garland, Mobley outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mobley's got 11.
Boy, if Mobley continues to hone that outside jump shot guard this guy.
And here's George for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
And I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
So it's the Jazz now, after the missed three from Evan Mobley. 6 to shoot. George, no good.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Pass to Merrill. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
George against Garland. Here's Markkanen. Good D by Mobley.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Garland against George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Nurkic kicks to George. 5 on the clock. The tray. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Got that one up quick. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the play.
Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Love deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Bailey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Now Merrill hasn't made one yet. Mobley dishes to Mitchell. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot three. And DB, with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
The first one falls. And last season, the Utah Jazz DB finishing with the worst record in franchise history.
And that, Kevin, is a striking contrast from a period of time where the Jazz, one of the league's winningest teams, but you start to lose in the hopes that you can get high draft picks. But for all of that losing a season ago, they slide in the lottery, and patience is required yet again.
And he's good on the second. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
And he nails the third. Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate.
And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
He misses the free throw, and the Cavaliers making a change here. Tomlin's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Minnesota. Goes up from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper? Yes, sir.
Pass to Bailey. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Tomlin misses.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Pass to Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Wade outside. Now, here's Mitchell. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz trail by 7. Filipowski passes to Collier. Back to Filipowski. Shoots over Merrill. The shot by Filipowski, no good. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Merrill finds Wade. And here is Mitchell. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Mitchell's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs. And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 10. Pass to Shibwe. He takes it in, and the basket by Bailey.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Mitchell with it. He's got 11. Now Wade. Back to Mitchell. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. Three-pointer. And the Cavaliers with another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
There's the screen. Here's the three. He can't get it to go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cleveland ahead as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. So far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Collier out there with Keontae George. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Nance a screen on George. Merrill passes to Nance. Back to Merrill. It's hauled in by George.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. The triple from Mitchell. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Pass to Collier. There's the pick. The Jazz need to get off a shot here, and he comes up with the deuce. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Mitchell passes to Merrill. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Bailey. Here's Hendricks. Excellent D from Wade. Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Merrill's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Hunter. Fires from deep. Another three for Cleveland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
For Utah, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Takes the 13-footer. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Nance sets a screen for Mitchell. Wade finds Merrill. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Here's Collier, covered by Mitchell. And it's Collier missing. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Hunter, the pass to Merrill. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's Mitchell missing. Utah has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Pass to Collier. Back to George. Here's Collier. Clock at 2. Over Hunter. And it's Collier missing.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's Merrill. He's got 9. Mitchell outside. Back to Merrill. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. This one for 3. They get the rebound. George. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. He's checked in for Nance. Garland comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Ball subbed in for Sam Merrill. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Utah. And here's Wade, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Wade sets the pick for Ball. Offline with his 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. It's a 14-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the three-pointer by Utah. Wade dishes to Garland, shoots it up, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 14 points for Darius Garland. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Markkanen inside the line. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Kevin, back to you.
Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Jared Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. The Jazz also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kyle Filipowski. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Collier. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Garland, the pass to Allen. Screen by Allen. The wide open look here for Garland. And another miss by Cleveland.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
George with the bounce pass. Here's Mikhailuk. Misses the three. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Garland, the pass to Allen. Hunter dishes to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Sensabaugh is checked in. Outside Garland. Wound up there for Allen. George against Garland. Back to George. Over to the left wing. And he's good on the three ball. Mikhailuk's got 6.
Yeah, this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Tyson. Lets it go with a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
That one goes. Counted.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. Six to shoot. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Nurkic. Down low, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Cleveland leading by 9. Mitchell outside. Mobley outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mobley's got 17 now.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And here is Markkanen. After the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. He has 7. Fires the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Allen. He's guarded by Nurkic. Now Garland. He's got 14. The shot no good. Tyson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Collier. Marking in a screen on Garland. And it's Collier missing.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
And the Jazz with possession here after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Sensabaugh. Another miss by Utah. Cleveland leading by 15. Here's Mobley. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's McKaylee. 6 points for him. Markkanen passes to Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's McKaylee. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, one thing you can always count on with Yusuf Nurkic, this guy's going to carve out space around the glass.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Shoots over Collier. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Sensabaugh, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Mitchell left side. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Garland. And it's Collier missing. Now, here's Mobley. He's tightly guarded. Mitchell in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cavaliers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be right back after this.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot. It's in.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
A look here now at Utah. They haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now would be more prepared to guard the three-point line, but that hasn't been the case. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Jazz trail by 18. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Tyson in at the three. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Now, here's Mobley. Here's Garland. Here's Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Allen's got his first basket.
Boy, it's a huge boost when Jared Allen is making mid-range shots. That's going to make him even more dangerous.
So it's the Jazz now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Outside, Markkanen. Traps in the tray. Markkanen's got 14 points.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Steps back, down low, Tyson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
See, this is something that I think Donovan Mitchell needs to keep working on. To me, his responsibility is to get his teammates going as much as himself.
And here's George, he'll bring it up for the Jazz, trailing by 19. To Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh. Still yet to score. And that one is off. Good D by Mitchell. From outside the arc, that one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots, he's made 3 shots.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Mitchell. That one wide left. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Mobley inside. Markkanen on him. Count that one for Mobley.
Evan Mobley is in a zone right now. The defense would be well advised to try to keep it away from him.
Here's Mikhailuk. Back to George. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Mobley up top. Pass to Mitchell. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Sensabaugh. Covered by Mitchell. They need this. George dishes to Nurkic. Good. Nurkic has got 6.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. Mobley misses.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Pass to George. And here's Nurkic, covered by Mobley. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by Mitchell. Sensabaugh, no good.
and still he scores. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Wound up there for Allen. Nurkic with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
This is why you love Nurkic. This guy is an exceptional passer.
Cleveland leading by 20. Now here's Garland. He's got 21 to the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
George with the ball. Outside, Markkanen. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Mobley with the block.
This is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's George. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Markkanen missing again.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
One of the real streak scorers in the game. Donovan Mitchell is heated up and percolating.
And here's George. He's got 13. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Cavaliers moving the ball around. The 3. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And the Jazz call time here. Checked in for the Cavaliers. Sam Merrill comes in for Garland. And a switcher also for Utah. Bailey's checked in. Bailey against Markkanen. Now Bailey. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And finished off by Nurkic.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Merrill passes to Mitchell. Pulls it from the elbow. And again, it's Cleveland.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Bailey. Nurkic setting the pick for Bailey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bailey's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Here's Mitchell. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's George. 13 points in the game. Pass to Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Mikhailuk. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Mobley. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bailey with the ball. He's got 7. Pass to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. Shoots over Merrill. Another miss by Utah. Cleveland's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Allen with the slam.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Utah calls timeout. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes the Cavs Crew Hub Squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Cavaliers. Wade comes in for Allen, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Evan Mobley. Here's Collier, 7 points in the game. And it's Bailey in the corner. Bounce pass Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Ball, the pass to Mitchell. Off target with his three. The Jazz shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Ball finds Mitchell. Back to Ball. Lets the three fly. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah shooting in this game 45%. Bailey passes to Collier. Pass to Bailey. Off target from three-point range.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And here are the Jazz now. There's the three. Ball with the rebound. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Wade outside. Pass to Mitchell. In the corner, it's Hunter. The three-pointer is right on target. Hunter's got 6.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Here's Collier. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Bailey. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hunter, the pass to Ball. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Wade against Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Another miss by Utah. Well, Cleveland shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Ball dishes to Mitchell. Now, here's Hunter. Ball from long range. Rebounded by Bailey. Here's Filipowski. Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 14. Here's Collier. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Cleveland ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Collier. Also, George out there. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. And it's Hendricks in at the 4.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Utah shooting around 41% on the night. Puts up a deep 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Ball from long range. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Top of the key ball. The 3. Rebound, Utah.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Hendricks passes to Bailey. Now, Filipowski. Here's Collier. Clock at 4. Baseline try. Good on the jump shot.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Mitchell outside. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. And here is Ball. Wade a screen on George. Ball, the bounce pass. Wade has the open look. No good on the 3. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Collier. Here's Filipowski. The shot off that time. Excellent D from Wade. Mitchell outside. Ball finds Wade. Now Merrill. Mitchell outside. No good on the triple. Here's Hendricks. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Collier looking to get it going, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
So, it's Utah now, following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Wade's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Now Ball. In the corner, it's Hunter. And the 3 off target.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
George dishes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 9 points for Ace Bailey.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Pass to Hunter to stop the drought. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Here's Bailey. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the
Find the
defense,
lanes.
and just
Find the
seeking
lanes.
out the best
One
shot.
shot.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. And marking it a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. Porter looking it over. Pass to Hunter. Shoots a fader. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now, here is George. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Porter. Ball with it. Bryant outside. Pass to Hunter. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Porter. And Utah also making a switch. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Filipowski. Two on the clock. Merrill. Rebound, Utah. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Collier. And here's Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. And it's off from three-point range. Wade against Markkanen. Ball kicks to Wade. Here's Hunter. Wade sets the pick for Hunter. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Here's Collier. Inside. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Ball, the bounce pass. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Now, ball. After Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Hunter down low. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. The shake. Wade with the block. Now Merrill. The steal. It's George on the wing. Another miss by Utah.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Jazz have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen for three. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Outside, Bryant. Hunter the pass to Merrill. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Now ball. After Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Pass to Hunter. And the shot goes in. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Outside, George. Pass to Collier. There's the triple. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ball kicks to Hunter. Bryant with a screen for Hunter. Here's Merrill. Fires the three. And another three for Cleveland.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Markkanen after the Cavaliers pick up three. Buries it from three-point range. 16 points for George.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Pass to Bryant. Bryant sets the screen for Hunter. Now, here's Ball. Takes the three. That one, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Outside for George. Utah moving it around. Now, Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Hunter, here we go. There's Ball with the three. Rebound, Utah.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.